my first day of orientation, my preceptor had 2 vented patients, and I was like, hey! Walking to the room, patients was sedated, paralyzed, intubated, like lots of drips going on. I'm just like,
I might not go back in. I'm gonna go home actually.
hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Goody Black. I'll count down. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome to my channel. If you've been here since day one,
Good morning. How are you?
welcome back. A lot has been going on, and I know I keep saying this in all of my videos that a lot has been going on, but in all honesty, a lot has been going on, and hopefully in the near future I'll be able to share this event and my personal experiences with you guys. I'm super excited doing this video because I feel like I'm in a good space mentally, emotionally, and by God's grace, next month will be 1 year I've been an ICU nurse.
I feel happy, I feel grateful, and I feel fulfilled. I'm happy because I never expected it.
While in nursing school, I just felt that the first job I get, I'm just going to jump in because I wasn't one that knew exactly what I wanted to do. Like, you know how you have friends that be like, oh, I want to work with kids, or I want to work with adults, I want to do ER stuff, I want to do ICU. Like, so people knew what they wanted, but for me, I was just like, I don't know, I like this one small, I like this one small, I like this one small. So I didn't really know for sure that I wanted to do a particular specialty. And I remember like finishing school, and I told God, I said, God, please just help me. I just want to be in a safe space in terms of the people I'm working with, even with my patients. Like, I want to be in a place where I can grow, where I can learn. That was some things that I was looking for before working at where I'm working. Not saying where I'm working is the best, because
Well. See ya.
as you know how healthcare can be sometimes. Things be going up and down, like your emotions be going up and down, but I'm just thankful. I remember starting out in ICU, my first day of orientation, my preceptor had 2 vented patients, and I was like, hey, what's going on? And walking to the room, patients was sedated, paralyzed, intubated, like lots of drips going on. I'm just like, I'm not doing anything, I'm not even going to touch anything. That was what I was thinking the first day. I was like, oh no, me at home, it cannot be me doing what? I was just scared to do something wrong. I didn't want to do oral care and mistakenly pull out the ET tube. Like, just very anxious thoughts. I was just like, I beg you, I don't want wahala, I'm just gonna watch this woman do what she's doing. But that same day that I was thinking, I'm not gonna touch patients, I go just observe, like I'm not gonna do anything, ooh, she shocked me. Looking back now, I'm so grateful that she pushed me to wanting to do things, wanting to learn things. Before we even started, like, okay, do this, she had asked me, what do you feel comfortable doing? What do you want to achieve from this in terms of my long-term goal? Do I want to be an ICU nurse for a while, or what are my plans? And I was just being honest with her. I was like, right now I'm just keen on gaining information, on gaining experience, and hopefully figure things out as I go. Show up. If you can show up, that's half the battle won, because it's a whole lot of in the head. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, hey God, how am I gonna do today? I even pray for my patient assignment, like, God, assign me to the right patients, the people I'm supposed to work with. I don't want to work with the wrong patients. Secondly, you have to speak to yourself with love. Kind of recognize that going through nursing school was not easy, but you did it. You passed the med-surg exam, okay? Even though you passed with a C, you still passed. So you being at this stage in your life right now is not an accident. It's not by mistake. You kind of walked your way through. So you have to remind yourself that you've been through a lot in nursing school, and you know, if you were able to cope then, you will be able to cope now. My mom always tells me, it's God who saw you then, God who saw you through then will see you through now.
My God never flop. My God doesn't wear flip-flop, so he cannot flop.
So don't even try to be like, hey, now the world is over, I don't know what I want to do. That's you depending on yourself completely, and that's a wrong approach. The days I work 3 days in a row, I just will use the 4th day to reset, like my day off, my first day off, to reset, because I'm just like, I want to sleep, I want to relax, I want to be taken care of. Okay. Another thing I do is to ask questions, guys. I think that's one thing that I do not shy away from. I'm going to ask you questions. If you like think I'm dumb, I don't care. If the math is not mathing in my head, I'm going to ask you questions, because at the end of the day, you're working with lives. You're not working with computers, or you know, you're working with human beings. So it's not about you. It's not about your pride. Your patience before your pride. Sometimes you may have done something once, it's just like, I can't remember. Like for me, I think one time while in orientation, I had worked with art lines, you know, quite frequently, and then after I finished orientation, I wasn't seeing art lines again, and I was like, hey, if art line, they give me one more art line right now, while I go day, you know, like I don't remember. Even though I worked with it during orientation, but then it's been a while since I now have a patient that has an art line. Of course, there are times where you have to be able to use your initiative, like, you know, critical thinking. So it's like, okay, before I ask this question, do I actually even know the answer? One thing my preceptor did that I felt like really helped me towards the end of my orientation, she'd be like, so what are you supposed to do? I'm like, well, that's why I'm coming to come and meet you. That's why I'm coming to ask you, what should I do? You know, she'd be like, what would you do? You know, even if I was wrong, but just you being able to think things through was very helpful. You need to be able to work with others as well. Teamwork is needed for you to function effectively. You should be able to know how to, you know, work with people even though the friendship isn't there, right? You get the job done and you move on. And I think one thing that I feel is also important, like at the end of your day before you leave, you can reach out to a few people, everyone, be like, thank you so much for your help today, I'm really grateful, you know, you made my work easier, or you really helped me a lot. It just has a way of just ending the day nicely, if that makes sense. I think I'll stop here for today, and then if you want to see more of this kind of videos, let me know. I can do like a part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try and put out more content as I possibly can. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Don't say, no, they're gonna look at me somehow. They're gonna what? Who gonna what? You're gonna pull them in, be like, I need help.